are doing tin whistle today for week 20. And so we're going to start with just some review. Oh, sorry, let me grab this. Got all my stuff over on this side. Okay, remember the music staff? My music staff has 5 lines, 4 spaces. We always start from the bottom with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. And we start from the bottom space, 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Okay? This is called a treble clef. Almost sounds like it's in trouble, but it's not. Treble. Treble means it's on the higher pitch. It's a higher pitched instrument or voice. And it's also called the G clef because it circles the G line. Okay? And if you hear someone playing the piano, that's Felicity. She's practicing. But anyway, we have ABC names for the lines and spaces. We go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then we repeat A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And we have used the phrase, every good boy deserves fudge on his F-A-C-E. Okay, I'm like, it's hard for me to point and see. All right. I also have D down here. It's an extra note that is helpful for, on the tin whistle, sometimes you might play that lower D. Actually, we do play that lower D because our tin whistles are in the key of D. That means that they use the D major scale and they start on a low D and they go all the way up the scale to high D. And if you want to remember that D down there, you could say every good boy deserves fudge. And where does the fudge go? All over the face. That's where the fudge goes. Okay, we are working on the D major scale. Okay, and there's that low D right there where I just said was the face. So we start on this D and we go all the way up to the high D. You'll notice that there are 2 sharps in this key signature, F sharp and C sharp. You don't need to do anything special. The tin whistle is actually tuned in order to already play the F sharp and the C sharp. It's already in there when you're playing. So when you play this fingering with 4 fingers down, you are actually playing an F sharp. And when you're playing with your all fingers up, none of the holes covered, you're playing a C sharp. Okay? So we're going to be practicing that D major scale first. And that is on page 177 of your book. I can also try to post that later, maybe not tonight. But when you play your tin whistle, always make sure you're using your left hand on top. It might look to you like I'm using my right hand, but this is my left hand. And I'm always doing my left hand on top. And we're starting with B, A, G. And then we're adding our right hand and doing 3 more fingers. This pinky doesn't do anything, remember? And then we're doing, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. And then we are doing B, A, G. There's F sharp, then E, and then D. Okay? So first and foremost, always make sure that you are covering up all those holes. You don't want any air to come out of those holes because if you do, it will change the pitch. Kind of sounds like this. And if you hear your tin whistle do that, that means that you are losing air. So pretend like your fingers are the guards on the prison doors and don't let any air out of that tin whistle. Okay, so we're going to start with D. And we're going to go up the scale, and you're going to hear me separate my notes with my tongue. We've talked about this before, so we're going to review tonguing right now. And so that's when I use my tongue to kind of go t. You can kind of see it. And I'm separating the notes. If I don't separate the notes, it's going to sound like this. And it's going to go wah, 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 like that. But you want to separate the notes with your tongue. So we're using tonguing, so it's going to sound like this. And remember to get that high D, you have to cover up all the holes and then blow just a little bit more. Some people say harder, but it's almost like you're directing the airflow a little bit more pinpointed kind of. So you can blow a little harder, but then also pinpoint your air so that it's straight as an arrow. So we're going to try that again. And remember, I'm playing the D major scale on page 177. That's what I'm playing. I'm starting with a low D. Where am I? Yeah. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Or I should have said F sharp and C sharp, but. Okay, so I'm going to start again with, remember, no pinkies. All of these are covered. And we're going to go start at the low D all the way up to the high D using tonguing. Ready? Here we go. Now we're going to go down. So we're starting on the high D, and then we're going to let, high D is, this is really tricky. So you got to do some high D, let go, hold it in your mouth, and then go down to B. So try it with me. We're going to go up to the, starting on high D this time. High D. Where I keep pointing the wrong way because it's mirror image. High D, and then go down all the way down. That was a really bad singing part, but you get the picture. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Whoops. That was bad. See, even grown-ups make mistakes. And I think the trickiest thing about changing notes on the tin whistle or the recorder or anything like that is just knowing where those holes are and feeling them with your fingers. So really the best thing that you can do, even when you're bored and your mom says don't make noise or something like that, you can just sit there and go. You can kind of hear it. And you can try to go all the way up by just bumping the holes. It's kind of like boom whackers. When you vibrate the boom whacker, you can vibrate that too. And practice finding the holes and then closing your eyes and seeing if you can do that. Just up and down and up and down. That way you have a memory. You're making your memory remember where those are. Okay, so we're going to move on. Remember, that was the D major scale. Now we're going to move on to one that's not in your book. I did send this out through Band and Facebook. This is Hot Cross Buns. So I'm going to start on B right here. And I'm going to go B, A, G. And that's the rest, so we don't do anything there. B, A, G. G, 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 A, B, A, G. And if you need to rewind this, do people say rewind anymore? If you need to go back and play it with me singing, that works too. But when I play it, I get ready first. Make sure I know that I'm going to go. And another way to practice is to sing it out loud. So I could go B, A, G, B, A, G, 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 A, B, A, G. And I can do it just by singing and, again, practicing those fingerings. That's what those are called, fingerings. So I'll go ahead and play. You can play it with me, or you can rewind and go back and play it with me while I'm singing. 1, 2, here I go. And did you hear how I was going? Do, 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 do. Again. I'm doing that while I'm playing. So that was Hot Cross Buns. If you need to freeze frame this picture, go for it and then practice it a couple times. Pause it. I don't know what the young people say now. I used to be young a long time ago. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, here it is pull out some of the pictures, some of the music that Miss Grace gave to you guys. I'm on 9 minutes already. Holy cow. She gave you a packet, or at least she gave some of you a packet, most of you, I don't know, a packet of music that is just printed off from the book So the next thing that we were gonna do today, which I hope you can practice at home, is Mary Had a Little Lamb. And it's in the packet. It's also in your book on page 179, okay? So this will show you the fingerings inside the book, okay? Just so you remember what the fingerings are, and it'll tell you the name of the note too. So this is C, B, A, B, C, 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 B, 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 C, C, C. And also to remember that this is a half note. Okay, so it lasts for 2 beats. We'll review that in another video maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play. You can play it with me. Actually, the first thing I'm gonna do is I am going to just finger it like this while I sing. This is good practice. So you can do that. Even if you can't play the notes, you can finger it and sing it, or I can sing it and then you can use your fingers. But it's going to start on a C. So C is the one we keep all of these up, which means we have to keep this in our mouth. Or we have to be really careful balancing. So C, B, A, B, C, 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 B, 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 C, C, C. Now I'm on the next stanza, the next line. C, B, A, B, C, 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 B, B, C, B, A. And then that last note is a whole note. Remember, that lasts for 4 beats. So I'm going to play it. You can play it with me, or you can rewind the video and go back and play it while I'm singing with you. 1, 2, here I go. Okay, now we're going to move on because I was really hoping to get to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star today, and that's also in the packet. But if you don't find your packet, you can ask for page 178 in your book. Your parents should have your book, okay? This one's going to be a lot more tricky because I'm starting on low D right here, and I'm going up to B and then all the way down like that. And again, you can practice it by just singing it. D, D, A, B, B, A. And then going, like this. Remember, your D is all. So D, D, A. You got to go from D to A. That's tricky. So another thing you can do is just sit there and practice. D, A, D, A, D, A, D, A. You can hear it. Okay. But instead of singing the whole thing, I'm just going to play it. If you can follow along, that's great. If not, do your best. Even if you can make it through the first line of this music, that would be amazing. Because I'd love to be able to play this by the end of group. Yes, that's what they call it. Group, co-op, Onyx. Okay, are we ready? 1, 2, here we go. Took my eyes off the music. See, even grown-ups make mistakes. So, overall, practice your fingerings. Just kind of like maybe have your mom or dad call out B, A, G, F sharp, D, A, D, F sharp. And then you can play the finger game. Then practice the D major scale, hot cross buns, Mary Had a Little Lamb, and finally, if you can, practice as much of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star as possible. And it's kind of a bummer we didn't get to do that today because I really wanted to be able to hear your wonderful whistles. I really love teaching that. So anyway, see you later. Hope you're staying safe, and I'll see you later. Bye.